Hello students, welcome to grammar lesson. Today we are going to learn about prepositions from chapter 12. Before we begin with the discussion, please open your textbooks, listen carefully and follow your books as well. We will also be solving some exercises given in the textbook. So now let's begin with the lesson. So what is a preposition? As you can see here, the word preposition is separated into two. Pre plus position. Pre means before and position means place. So preposition is a word that is used to link noun or pronoun or that indicates relationships between nouns, pronouns and other words in a sentence. Link here means they provide a relationship between noun and other words in any sentence and thus makes the sentence complete. Now let us see some common prepositions. They are of, by, in, to, at, up, and on. Generally, prepositions comes before a noun. For example, after the break, at school, before June, in Maharashtra, on fire, with pleasure. The words here shaded in red like after, at, before, etc. are all prepositions and they come before the noun. Let us also see some sentence example to understand clearly. Number 1. The book is on the table. In this sentence, the preposition on tells us where the book is. It also describes the link between the book and the table. Hence, it is a preposition of space or place. Number 2. The lecture began on time. Here again we have the same preposition on, but it indicates time. 3. The mouse ran towards the cheese. Here the preposition is towards and it indicates movement. Now we come to the types of preposition. There are two types. Prepositions can be simple or compound. Type 1. Simple prepositions are single word prepositions. They are at, by, for, from, in, of, out, till, to, up, with, and so on. The examples are given below. The cat is on the mat. I have known him for a long time. The work was done in haste. In these sentences, the prepositions are on, for, and in. The second type. Compound prepositions are more than one words. I have separated the examples of compound prepositions into two parts, A and B. In A we have in between, because of, outside of, etc. are prepositions made up of two words. The sentence examples are: the parrot flew out of the cage. Out of is the two-word compound preposition here. The bird outside of my window is singing loudly. Outside of is the two-word compound preposition in this sentence. In B, in front of, on behalf of, on top of, etc. are prepositions made up of three words. The examples are: the keys are in front of the vase. In front of is the three-word compound preposition. The books were lying on top of the table. On top of, here is the three-word compound preposition in this sentence. Usage of prepositions. Prepositions can be used mainly in three different ways. They are prepositions of time, prepositions of place, prepositions of movement, and direction. Number 1 is the prepositions of time. Prepositions of time show us the relation between two or more situations. Given in the bracket, we have the following prepositions of time. They are on, in, at, since, for, before, to or till or until, and by. Now comes the exercises. Exercise A. You see here we have 5 sentences solved, but the remaining 5 sentences are for you to solve it. So in each of these sentences, it talks about time, preposition of time. Number 1, my friends called me at midnight to wish me on my birthday. Number 2, the school will reopen on Monday. 3, we usually go out to play in the evening when it is not that hot. 4, the awards will be distributed at the end of the function. 5, my flight is at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Number 2 is prepositions of place. Prepositions of place show us the location of a person or thing in relation to other people or things. Given in the bracket are the following prepositions of place. They are in, at, on, by, next to, beside, below, over, above, and across. You might be thinking that some prepositions here like in, at, on, and by, we have these same prepositions in point number 1, that is the prepositions of time. But please note that they are used in different meanings. Now exercise B. Fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions of place. Number 1. Don't roam around, sit at your desk. 2. We will meet my friends in Delhi. 3. The aeroplane is flying over the high-rise building. 4. My aunt works at a software company in Chennai. 5. There should be a bridge above the river. Point number 3. Prepositions of movement or direction. Prepositions of movement or direction show us the way in which a person or thing moves or is directed in relation to other people or things. In the bracket, to, into, towards, onto, from, and along are prepositions of movement or direction. Exercise C. Fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions of direction. The mouse went into the kitchen and the cat followed. These cookies are from the new store in our locality. 3. The storm is moving towards Atlantic Ocean. 4. The dog barked at the cat and pushed it into the pool. 5. My cousins will come to Delhi during Diwali. Next comes confusing prepositions. English has many prepositions. The following are some common confusing prepositions. Number 1. Since, from, and for. Since is used to indicate a point of time or specific period in the past when an action occurred. From can be used to indicate an action in the present, past, or future. For indicates how long an action has occurred. The sentence examples are: Dhiraj has been on leave since last month. Dhiraj went on leave from the first week of December. Dhiraj has been on leave for more than 2 weeks. Then we have to 5. The other confusing prepositions like between and among, off and off, beside and besides, in and into, on and onto. Now comes exercise D under these confusing prepositions. Choose the appropriate prepositions from the help box and insert them correctly in these sentences. Number 1. Wendy has been on vacation for 2 weeks now. 2. My cousins traveled in their uncle's jeep. 3. Usually I travel by metro, but today I went in my friend's car. 4. The frog hopped onto the bank. 5. We haven't met since Christmas. E. Complete the following sentences with appropriate prepositions. Number 1. Ajay is arriving on February 11 at 2 o'clock in the morning. 2. Savita jumped into the swimming pool to save the puppy. 3. We are learning about the Mughals in our history class at school. 4. It rains in India in the months of June and July. We always go outside and play in the puddles on rainy days. 5. Mitali is leaving on Friday at noon. 6. We met at the school ground from 6:30 a.m. and played football till 10:30 a.m. Next is phrasal verbs. A combination of verb and preposition is called a phrasal verb. Phrasal verbs are usually two-word phrases consisting of verb plus adverb or verb plus preposition. There are literally thousands of phrasal verbs. Some are given below with their meanings and how they can be used in a sentence. In the book you will find many phrasal verbs are given, but I have selected only 3 phrasal verbs for us to discuss here. Here on the top we have the first is the verb, and then the meaning of the phrasal verb and the sentence example. Number 1. Ask around. It means ask many people the same question. And the sentence example is, I asked around for the name of the principal, but nobody knew the name. Number 2. Break down, which means stop functioning of a vehicle or a machine. And the sentence example is, our car broke down just outside the town. Number 3. Call something off, which means cancel. And the example is, the meeting on Sunday has been called off. As I have mentioned before, the remaining exercises from A, B, C, D, E, and F will be an assignment. So try to solve it. Thank you.